Can I make a game in 1 week? So if you're new to the channel, I've been making some games recently. Yeah, two. And like I want to get into the game development business. So why not like challenge myself to make a game in 1 week? I'm probably gonna regret this. Alright, so we're in our project, and the first thing for a game is a game idea. And I like sword fights. And I've played this game called Sword Fights on the Heights. Yeah, it's a pretty new game. And let's make a game about that, you know? So the idea of this game is that you're gonna be playing on random maps with random items. And the first thing we probably should do is grab a sword. So let's get one. Okay, this one seems to work, so yeah, classic. Alright, and let's go into Chaotic Island. Start UI. Alright, there we go, and now let's edit the script a bit. Does it work? String. Oh wait, hold on. It's just testing. I need to add a string value because it's gonna tell everything. It'll make everything work, the GUI and stuff. And we'll call that stats. And let's just test to see if it works. Okay, it works. There we go. Alright, and I need the parts for like teleporting and stuff, so we'll call this lobby. And also, let's make can't collide false. And now I have to script it so that it works and stuff. Alright, let's test it out. Oh, it works. Okay. It works. Alright, so we have it actually working now. I'm gonna make sure it saves, so. Ooh, I can see it. Oh, not too bad. All right, music. Oh, yeah. And I feel like we should make it R6 instead of R5. It's R15. R6. Yeah. This could work. Alright, I feel like we should have a different skybox. So let's look on our favorite area. Okay, yeah. I'm keeping the classic Roblox sky. Alright, I feel like we should start making like the maps. So let's get maps like for the round maps, and then we could make like the lobby. All right, so maybe we could make it look like sword fights on the heights, but also have like my own like twists. Trying to figure out how to make the studs work on the thing was just so hard for no reason. So let's just skip a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Now, I don't know. Um. Let's check it out. Oh, it actually looks nice. And then this area will be like a little sword fight area. Now I'm just grouping everything together. I don't know what to work on next, and it's been 49 minutes of working on this. Local maps equals a game.workspace.maps get children. Alright, there we go. And then local clone map equals chosen map clone, and then clone map dot parent equals game dot workspace. Alright, there we go. This is probably the most boring process ever. How did it know? Task.wait. On the rest of the map later. It turned out the map just stayed like that for the rest of the game. I don't know why. I just felt tired to update it. Let's test it out. Oh. Okay. Oh. Maybe so let's see if it works. It works. Yo. That is pretty good. Alright, so we'll just have like one mode, which is sword fight mode. Just test it out. Maybe I could change the sound effects of the like sounds here. And I forgot to put the wait test out. Oh, that is so good. And we have officially got 100 lines done. I think I'm gonna continue the rest of the scripting tomorrow. This is a lot. It was actually an hour and 18 minutes for just doing this. Oh yeah, we also needed looping and then the intro music to stop after. Alright, we're getting close to the end of day 1. Let me show you the gameplay for day 1 and we'll continue to day 2. Alright, so we're back in our thing, and I realized we could just kill the player so that the sword does not come back. And if you're wondering why my voice sounds like this, it's just I'm really tired. I just woke up. Alright, I think that might work. Okay, so I didn't die. Oh, it works. Okay, now that we know it works, let's add some teams. And now you're probably not wondering, why are you adding teams? Well, the teams will help differentiate the gaming players and the spectating players, which makes it much organized. It also helps make last man standing possible, which is what I want. And then right here we'll give the player the swords. Wait, I have a equip sound effect? Okay, this is perfect. Just make sure that spectating team is auto-assignable, but not the playing team. And playing could be gray, like a darker gray. Alright, yeah, perfect. It only takes one player. Okay. We got 3. Why did I get all of theirs? Oh. I got 1. You got 1. Well. And they don't kill, so. Just. Yes! It works. But we all die. Hey, at least the swords work. Yes! And I realize we don't even need a lobby spawn. Alright, we can now like start doing like what like we want. So I want to get like a rocket launcher in here. Well, actually, let's start with like a leader stats. I want to change the fonts a little bit, so let's do that. Let's make the leader stats work. Teleportation work now. When I was trying to make the teleportation for the maps, it was actually really easy. If I didn't want it to be randomized. When I would try to make the teleportation randomized, it would always break. I'm not showing you footage because Roblox Studio was trying to render that script that did not work that it broke OBS to end the recording right there. But we'll get back to that teleportation thing later. For now, it was just one teleportation that will teleport all the players there. Part of the recording got cut off, but like it's now 1:32 p.m. and some stuff has changed. It's now in the sky, the new map I made. This is the map, and just more scripting. Well, I want to add a new item to the game, so I'm gonna make an items folder, and I want it to be a rocket launcher. Gotta rework the scripts. And now I have to test 3-player. Yeah, let's go. Hey, we have a functional game with different modes and different maps. We did it. Now I could have just stopped there, but no. I decided that I want to make this game as good as possible. You see, when I was in the cult and Deputy said this to me.
And if you don't complete that goal of 7 days and the game's not good, you owe everyone a face reveal.
How can I do that without a webcam?
Figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do a face reveal. And you're probably wondering, how does he know about this? Well, I told him, like, hey, can you give me your honest opinion if I could complete a game in, like, 7 days for, like, a video clip? But then he decided to say this to me, so should have probably not done that. Well, back to the game. First, I decided to remove player collision, which from my old game Chaotic Island, I got the script from. Click on server script service and paste into. There we go. Yippee! And I wanted to start implementing the little sword fighting area in the lobby. Here you could get like a sword. Ew. I guess this will work. And then I decided to work on the mute button. We need a mute button, so let's go and start UI. It looks so good. Oh, yay. The image does not load in. We'll get back to the mute button later. Guys, welcome back to another Roblox studio video. I'm editing on my phone, definitely not no cap. I then added a bomb mode, make the bomb look normal when you actually drop it. Added Roblox HQ as a map, which almost blew up my computer. Okay, save. Yeah. And then made the icon for the game. Alright, I want to make the icon for the game. The arena, fight to the death. Well, let's continue this on to day 3. Turns out that's not the end of day 2. There's still one more clip of day 2. Okay, turns out it's not day 3. In fact, it's actually 8:09 right now. I did this off camera, but I figured out how to, like, make the teleports, like, randomize. This is still broken. Okay, I have an idea of how we could, like, fix the image not showing, so we'll just get a plain image. It works. It's like a little, like, the pivot and stuff, but like it can do it. it could do what we want it to do. Yes, let's go. What should this map be? Maybe like a Mario Kart track or something? And that's what I did the whole night. Make a Mario Kart style track. Yeah.
Own your friends.
The car. You could just destroy the car. That's gonna be really fun.
Destroy!
No. I want to make it so if there's like nobody there, then like it'll just like say, you did it and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna add some invisible walls. Walls. Alright, well, we just made some great progress on day 2. Basically just finishing the whole game. And yeah, I'll see you on day 3. To start off the day, I did school. Yeah, which burnt out all my energy, so I didn't really do lots for this day, but I did still do some stuff. I started doing bug fixes and started making the game only work if it had more than 2 players in it. And that's all of what I did on day 2. Okay, for this day, I actually have something for this music. For this day, I decided I wanted to do a spleef game, but it's like multiple sections. Inspiration from this minigame from Fall Guys. And this was probably one of my favorite maps I've built of all time. And hit the montage. So basically how I made it work is by using collection service. And collection service is basically adding a tag to objects, and the script will only run with the tagged parts. It does not work. Maybe not I, but parts? The next thing I did is make the tiles fade before they disappear to make it a little more cleaner. Alright, let's check. The tiles were almost perfect. We just need to flip it around so that it actually fades out. I also made sure that the spawn points would not be collidable after a couple of seconds so that you can't just cheat it. Little man. I decided not to record footage of me playing the new map. I think it gave me it, but that's a problem. Yeah, there was a bug where it always make the player win even though it's dead, so I had to fix that. And it took so long just figuring out the problem. It took so many attempts that like it's just unbelievable. It's probably like half of this day. But after figuring out the problem where I could have just used a table, yeah, that's how cruel scripting is. It's felt so good. It works. It works. And the last thing I did for this day is make the thumbnail for the game. And publish the thumbnail to Roblox. Alright, well, I'm finished with day 4. I'll see you in day 5. I don't really have anything planned for day 5, like... Yeah, I just decided to do, like, whatever came to my mind that was, like, I thought was a great idea. Maybe we find some music, like, we already have some in-round music, but, like, it could get old. And that's what I decided to do, find some music to give more randomization to, like, the games, since, like, the map's randomized too, and the items. This is in Legends of Speed. After finding music, I made it so that it actually randomizes instead of just playing one track and the whole time. Could you imagine this being a map? And then I had the greatest idea of a new item mode. Instead of just having one item for every player, the items will randomize for each player so that they get random stuff. And here's me just trying to script it. Time to test it out. So it broke. Now you may think this is a success on the randomized item game mode, but no, it gives the same item to the player and it's the same item for the whole game for the randomized item. So it needs some fixing, which took hours and hours and hours of, not really hours, but like a while for it to actually work. He has got nothing. Let's go, guys. This has been melting me and it took over 40 minutes for it to just work. The problem is that only one player will get the item and nobody else can get it because of the stupid table remove value. Roblox has made it so complicated for us to just remove a value from the table. You have to use commas, parentheses, brackets, and all of that. It might sound simple when I just say it like that, but I had to go through Roblox pages, YouTube videos, everything to just get it work. But when I found out what to do, it was so good to just be broken from it. Please. Wait. I have it. In both. No way. No errors. I think I finally got it, bro. Finally! Day 6. Could you imagine this being a map? Maybe we should make this a map. So now with a plan to this day, I started making the map with some extra twists to make it so that it's not just a lobby. I started by replacing the spawn points with some bootleg spawn points. Now I'm placing the teleporters over the pads. To make this map more interesting, I added some strings to the unanchored parts to make them swing. I started implementing that feature to some of the other parts. Oh, I thought I had glitched. And it's different music this time. And that's all I'm gonna show you of this map. You're gonna have to wait till the final review. Or, I mean, reveal, not review. You know what? I'll see you on our final day, day 7. You know, I feel like I could have done a lot more in this day, but, you know, I might have regretted it, I might have not. We'll have to wait till day 7. Which is like 5 seconds for you guys, but for me it's like a full 24 hours. The final day. Alright. Any changes I do are final. I had to start getting to work because it's my last day and did all the hard things for last. It finally loaded. We gotta get it done today. Okay, for the first thing, I wanna, let's make a death counter. And that's what I did, which was pretty easy because I just, detected the player death and made a +1 leader stats for the death. And then disabled it when you're supposed to die. Now I want to make a laser gun. The laser gun was much easier. I added it to the items folder and the script and I'm done. Alright, let's test if it all works. My voice broke. Not the game. Player 2 is gonna have a death now. Yeah, one death. And I got 0 deaths at all. It all works. What I want to do next is make a map. And making a map was just so hard because it couldn't like be right. I wanted to make a Doomspire map, which would be like really cool and really fun, but the parts of the map kept falling. Like the walls like wouldn't be anchored, and you're probably just saying just anchor them. Well, I want them to be destroyable so that like it will be like more chaotic and fun, but like it causes the problems. So I just decided to just like scrap the idea of the Doomspire map. Waste of time. The next thing I wanted to do is add the kill leader stats, which also didn't work out well. The kill leader stats were always buggy, and even though I like tried every variable in the script, it did not work. It like switched to 1 and then switched back to 2. Scripting is probably like one of the hardest parts. And for the rest of the time, I was just sitting there, doing nothing. Don't know what to do. So you know what I had to do? I had to call. After 7 days of working on this game, I have finally completed it in all of its glory.
Alright, that means this game has to be fun.
Why am I in the icon?
Oh, what's happening? Bro, you almost died!
A rocket launcher. Wait, what? Hey, this is good. Wait.
But you don't exist.
I get a freaking sword, okay.
Spawn, you made that game in only a week?
Yes. All my friends seem to enjoy it, but we have to actually see in the reviews. How do you rate it?
5.
5?
5 out of 100 gazillion.
What?
5 out of 5.
Thank you. Why did
I rated a 2,000 million out of 2,000 million one.
Thank you.
Why is there 1 point off the...
Because I felt like it.
For starters, I'd say that's a solid 7.5 out of 10. But it's nice.
Thank you. Oh, Gubby. It's the Gubby map. Alright, we got some good ratings from Unlucky Cat Games and Super Glitch Plays. Now, it's up to Deputy U.S. Marshal if I show my face or it stays unknown.
D, for your video, I'm giving this a... 8 out of 10. I would.
Let's go!
8 out of 10, bro. It's actually fun.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Roblox. It's free.